ABML stock, American Battery Technology Co. It lost $2.97% in this session of the 18th of October 2022. 1.1 million shares crossed the tape, which is regarded as above average. So ABML stock appears to be in a strong bearish trend. Yes, that is the case. It appears to be in a strong bearish trend. Shares are below a declining 200-day moving average, and the MACD is beneath its signal line. It's also underperforming the S&P 500. So what we have seen is that there is a constant rejection, a constant resistance from its 20-day moving average since it began to decline on the 8th of August of this year, 2022. It met a resistance at 0.91 after climbing for a decent number of sessions, beginning from the 27th of August, spiked all the way to $0.91, and since that time it has lost. Since that time, it hasn't actually lost up to. It hasn't. Well, I don't know if that's going to help. It hasn't lost up to 50% of its value since that time, but yet it is. It's been retracing, and yes, we've had a spike when it reached. I believe this must be a 52-week low on the 29th of September. 0.5, which is where it is right now. So from there it spiked up and got yet another resistance at its 220-day moving average, which is around $0.62. So now we are also seeing it touch that same price of what do we have there? $0.5, which will technically make it, if it pivots from here, then it would have printed a double bottom. So who knows, could that possibly be another are we looking at a possible spike from here? No, but there's no guarantee that's going to happen. I can bet that if we plugged in an algo on this, it will definitely predict that maybe the stock might continue to retrace. But at the same time, there's every reason to expect that maybe at some point, this decline may be coming to an end. But we're just guessing. We're just guessing. We haven't done an in-depth analysis of what's going on here. But there's no doubt about what's going on here. The stock is in a strong bearish trend. So we had previous projections, and they're still in effect. 0.64, 1.04. But I think the only thing that the most realistic of them all is obviously this $0.64. But there's yet no guarantee all of these that sort of projection can that sort of projection up to 0.64 can happen. But at the same time, it's only about less than 50% from where it is, and it's a penny stock. We all know how volatile it can be. Volatility not so high as such, 85 or 94. We've seen more. We've seen higher volatility figures, from other stocks. But what is absolutely certain is that the stock is in a strong bearish trend, and it has continued to receive rejections from its or resistances from its 20-day moving average. So moving on, momentum is let's see what momentum is saying about ABML. It's in a momentum for ABML is strongly bearish. The 14-period slow stochastic oscillator is falling as investors sell shares and drive the price lower. Yes, that's what the case is. And let's get the volume. Today's volume was lighter than usual, trading 1.136 million shares versus an average of 2.976 versus an average of 2.097 million shares per day during the last 12 months. The unbalanced volume indicator is bearish. The slope of the indicator is negative and suggests that there is a lack of buying interest. So momentum is flat, lack of buying interest. And today as well, we also saw 1.1 million shares cross the tape. But they don't always remain like this forever. At some point the reverse will be the case. And who knows whether if it falls below this, it will print another 52-week low. And usually as well, when we see 52-week lows, it's a good chance we will also see a spike. So it looks, technically it doesn't look good. Fundamentally they are not exactly. They're still pretty much in development, in the development phase. As a company, but I think the stock is close, getting close to the lows of its lows of the last 52 weeks. So anything can happen from here. There could be a bounce. There could be a pivot, and so left me, I would say, it's a strong bearish trend, but expect a spike anytime soon. I'm just suddenly gotten slightly bullish now, slightly optimistic. In the midst of this, in the middle of this video. So there's a lack of buying interest. The momentum is flat. And we have projection up here at 0.64. Projections. There could be other projections. Slightly above before this 1.04. So Abml strongly bearish, but close to its 52-week low. Anything can happen from here on. Okay, so see what you make of Abml. We also have a position in Abml, so it's important that you know that. And thank you very much for watching this video.